Well, happy Wednesday, everyone. Thank you for joining us one more time for this Resource Spotlight. Once again, bringing you career resources for military spouses so that you can influence your own career. And today I have a very great special partner from our community who is here to share about Skills Global and an amazing opportunity for military spouses. But without further ado, Andre from Skill Global, tell us about yourself and why you're here with us today.
Hello, Laura. It's great to be here. Thank you for inviting Skills Global on your show. It's good to meet you virtually and great to connect with your audience and your community. I hope that over the next several minutes, I'll be able to share some helpful information about professional training Skills Global offers to individuals interested in finding a meaningful job and actually potentially launching a career in behavioral health. So who we are and what we offer. My name is Andre. I am Executive Director with Skills Global. We are a clinical software company that develops and distributes electronic solutions for behavioral health. Skills has been serving families, educators, and ABA providers since 2010, and we've been developing and providing software and training resources to these groups. Some of your members might not know applied behavior analysis is an applied science. It is devoted to developing procedures that produce observable changes in behavior, and a significant focus of ABA is on autism spectrum disorder and helping individuals affected by ASD live fulfilling lives. And what we do here on both software side and training side is to help individuals who are in that situation. Now, 2020 was a tough year for a lot of people, and we, as part of the ABA community, were affected as much. And at the same time, we realized that being an important part of the space of the ABA community, we needed to support people who, at the height of this pandemic, lost their jobs or wanted to find something else. And we designed a program that essentially provided a resource to individuals who wanted to enter behavioral space and start somewhere. And what we did through the Institute for Behavioral Training, which is our professional training and development hub that is designed to help people who interact with, teach, care, and treat individuals on ASD, find a resource that will help them launch a job in behavioral space. So at the core of this program is a course that was designed many years ago, and it's essentially a course specifically designed for professionals. It's called Registered Behavior Technician, or RBT. This training prepares people who aspire to become behavior technicians to work with individuals on autism. And what this course is doing right now is that it provides that training resource and knowledge base. It's essentially the first step on the way to becoming a registered behavior technician and understanding what the space entails. So if I can highlight why this is a good fit for military spouses specifically, I'll tell you for myself. The opportunity to connect your life with a cause that matters, the cause that reflects higher calling and offers emotional reward is not new to your audience. Let me digress and say that with very close friends of mine who've been on the front lines of law enforcement and military service, I'm grateful for the sacrifice all of the service members make. But looking at how this pandemic affected the vast majority of people, and also recognizing the flexible and at the same time stable nature of job opportunities that military families look for, we believe considering behavioral health therapy may be a good fit as well as a palatable option for many of the members. And let me highlight some of the benefits and some of the considerations why joining this program might be a good fit for your members. Well, first of all, it's access to jobs that otherwise might be out of reach or consideration. I don't think it's going to be surprising to know that a lot of people don't even think that behavioral health or clinical space is something that they can embark on without medical experience or specific medical degree. Well, it is truly...
Let me ask you, Andre?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me ask you, so for the applied behavioral analysis, and so this is a great fit for military spouses, and we were talking offline, why this was such a great fit for us. So if you could describe on a day-to-day, what is an applied behavior analysis does, and how do they form or become an integral part of the healthcare industry? What is a day-to-day kind of life day
Yeah.
in an applied behavior analysis trainee from your perspective?
So when it comes to the individuals who actually embark on the journey with this program, we're training behavior technicians who are on the front lines of the therapy execution. These are individuals who work specifically with children and individuals affected by autism. They perform therapy. They sit face to face with a kid or a teenager and who has been diagnosed with autism. And they perform therapy that consists of certain methodologies that instigates the right behavior, reinforces that behavior, and helps in the long term um, that person to integrate in the day-to-day life and bring their behavior in line with their typical peers. This is an important position that is, again, on the front line of the therapy that helps change lives. These people work under close supervision of board-certified behavior analysts. These are people who learn everything there is to learn about autism and how to interact with children with challenging behaviors, how to address those challenging behaviors, and how to help people get on the straight line. So this is a very important position in the ABA space, and it really opens up a lot of opportunities for people who want to progress in that direction. And the training that we provide actually is helpful because it is a comprehensive 40-hour course that allows people who take it clearly understand what it entails. So in other words, you're not going into a job interview and then in the first 2 weeks of a job without really knowing what that position might entail without the prior experience. Learning and taking the RBT course, an individual very well understands what elements of that position are and what they will be doing once they start their work. In fact, some of our graduates, when providing testimonials and feedback about the course, say that they were significantly more comfortable when they started the position with a new ABA agency because they already knew a lot of things that were taught to them when during the onboarding process. And this is what we really want to highlight for people who want to explore it and want to understand if this is the right fit for them.
That's fantastic. That's really great. And I do want to, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I have a couple of questions from a couple of our viewers. So I'll want to bring those out. But I also want to remind those who are watching to please post your questions. We'll go back through the comments later on to make sure that they get answered and you get routed into the right member within their team and Skills Global or ourselves through a spouse force so that you can get connected and get more additional research. So if you posted your question, Melinda, just hang in there. I'll bring it back a little bit to Andre towards the end, because this is such a great opportunity. We're talking about applied behavior analysis, which is part of the healthcare industry, as well as for you to be able to do something great for kids in our military community or just in the general population to drive really a great mission and support others. So we were talking about that and why this is such a great fit for military spouses. Now, what benefits, Andre, can we find as we go through the training process that you guys facilitate? What are what's the length of the training and what can we expect?
So the training itself is about 40 hours, and this training is actually the first essential step if an individual wants to become a registered behavior technician. This is the first step on the way to becoming a mental health professional. So the course outlines everything from history and methods of ABA to specific strategies and tactics that behavior technicians employ. And then it helps people get a good understanding of what the position is about and also learn everything there is necessary to understand about how to effectively provide the therapy to individuals on the spectrum. So the 40-hour course within the framework of this program is offered for 30 days. And people who are interested in that can sign up. I'll share this information a little bit further down the line. But 30 days are open for people to take this course. It doesn't need to be done in one sitting. We want to make sure that this training fits within the busy lives of everybody. And the best part, again, is that at the end of this course, you will know for sure whether this is something that you want to further explore and apply for a position, or this is not the right fit for you. Because to be honest, I mean, working with kids is a rewarding opportunity, but at the same time, this is something that one needs to commit to. And if this is something for you, then I think people will be rewarded greatly emotionally and psychologically. This is a great mission.
I love this. This is kind of like the bridge or the entry port for those who are exploring to move forward into behavioral science, behavioral careers, for them to be able to explore and really look into the opportunity to actually be in action in the career field, and by becoming an applied behavior analyst and exploring whether or not they want to invest that additional ongoing training. And once you're in it, then of course, why would you not want to find out about your further up your education? So I just want to post some questions here, some comments here. One of our members who's watching throughout is saying this is an amazing opportunity. This sounds like a great opportunity, and I want to see the question that was posted, but for some reason it's not coming out here. I will look it up for you and I will ask you. So now tell us, what is the best call of action here for you? But the question showed up on my phone, so I know that somebody posted a question, so I'll bring it over real quick. So what's the benefits that we should know, additional, all the great stuff that you already told us, but also what is the next call of action moving forward?
All right. Well, let me help you viewers understand a little bit more about why this is a potentially a good path for them to at least explore. Over the last several decades, autism has become an increasingly recognized developmental disability, and there are thousands of children who are affected by ASD. Unfortunate statistics shows that over the last 2 decades, the prevalence of autism has increased dramatically. It was about 1 in 150 children in 2002, and right now it's 1 in 54 as of the latest reading. So this is a dramatic increase over the course of 2 decades. Now, on the flip side, there is a significant shortage of specialists, and it's partly because people know very little about the space. And it just not what we are setting out to do is drive that awareness to help people understand what it's about and explore it. Maybe this is the right fit for them. The course that we're offering, as I mentioned, is about $350, but we're offering it at no cost to anybody who wants to explore this opportunity for themselves. And this, in my mind, a great opportunity because it either can be a really solid job with good pay, or it can be a beginning of a career path, right? Whatever the one chooses, it can be that.
And this is a portable career for military spouses because there is an incredible need in all the states across for applied behavioral analysts and or people in the special needs community, correct?
You are taking words out of my mouth. That's correct. So the training that people receive from this course and the experience they gain throughout this process do not expire. IBT course completion certificate can be carried across state lines. ABA providers across the nation recognize the certificate, and this completion of this training will give you a leg up when you apply for a RBT position with any ABA clinic. That's for sure. And businesses hire. If you open any job board right now, you will see thousands of open positions. And we are ourselves being a training partner to many of the ABA clinicians and ABA practices have some clinical partners who are happy to set up an interview with our graduates. So this is a great part. And I want to spotlight one more thing that probably is going to resonate with your audience. Our graduates find jobs in a matter of a few weeks. And right now, that's the interesting part. A lot of people come to us and say, well, I'm not looking for a professional education. I'm looking for a job. Well, look at the reality. Right now, it takes on average about 3 months to find a job. By taking the 30-hour course, our graduates can cut the time by upward of 75% because you are getting that knowledge and the skill set that's required for this position, and you put your resume ahead of other candidates who apply for the same position but do not have that professional training. So now,
I'm sorry. I was going to drive into the question because Georgina here wants to know, where do we sign up? It sounds perfect for a prior educator. Absolutely, Georgina. This sounds perfect for a prior educator and those looking to pursue a further degree. So how do we sign up? Andre?
Excellent, excellent. So what I would suggest, and for somebody like this viewer who already knows what it is, this is an easy choice. All you need to do is send us an email at recruiting@ibehavioraltraining.com. It is recruiting@ibehavioraltraining.com, or call us at 818-686-5908. 818-686-5908. For those of you who might not be aware of what it is, I would suggest look up a job description for behavior therapist or behavior technician in ABA space. Analyze the compensation rates and the typical schedule. The good part is that it's a mix of part-time and full-time engagement, so there is a certain degree of flexibility, and the pay is $15 per hour and up. So this is really a well-compensated position that's also rewarding. Now, candidates who move on to the next level will receive a code. This code will be redeemed for this access to the online course for 30 days, as I mentioned. And once you complete this course, you will receive the certificate of completion that you can take anywhere. And this is where the opportunities open up. As I mentioned before, there are multiple thousands of open positions looking to fill roles of behavior technicians, but we also have a number of clinical partners who are happy to set up an interview once you graduate, provided that they have center in the location where you are. Now,
question for one of the viewers, and she sent it to me here in a different format. So it says, I have a BA in Science of Psychology, and can I enter this field as a trainee? Is that an option? Is there a bachelor's required to start this training or this particular field?
To become a behavior technician, all you need to do is you can apply without any prior experience or knowledge. It just will take a little bit longer to get to the point where you can be comfortable performing therapy, and BCBA will be comfortable putting you in front of the patient. The training, again, cuts that time by a significant amount. Plus, if you are determined to become a registered behavior technician in the future, you will need to take this course anyway. This course initially essentially was designed for professionals who are looking for credentialing as a registered behavior technician. We are right now just opening this opportunity to people who have never been connected with the clinical space and with mental health. So right now, this is an opportunity that's available for everybody. Now, if you have, again, some experience or some educational background, you can enter the space, and you probably will have a good opportunity for your resume to be noticed by an ABA provider. But this training, again, if you are determined to become a behavior technician, this training is going to be essential, and it's going to be helpful. One way or another, you will be taking it, whether before you start this position or after. It just gives you so much more information beforehand and equips you to be successful and start significantly faster on those essential services.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Andre, for coming to talk to us about Skill Global, but most importantly about this applied behavior analysis. We're definitely looking forward to sharing a little more ongoing resources as well as collaboration out in our community. And for those of you who are watching, if we have more questions, if you watch the replay, make sure you follow, share, and like, as well as you post your comments and you join our Facebook community or Spouse First community, where we will share additional resources throughout the time as Andre and his team continues to send us more great opportunities for military spouses. So thank you so much for joining. Any last words, Andre, that we can share to our community? Call of action or anything in a quick?
Just on the personal level, I think any position in any job and any effort dedicated to supporting others is meaningful. To be, be it you're an educator at school or you're serving meal at a restaurant. I'm being biased because my wife is an elementary school teacher, so professionals who service kids or those particularly vulnerable have a special place in my heart. All of our efforts here at Skills Global are focused on supporting the ABA community with scientifically proven treatments and methodologies to help children on ASD reach their fullest potential. To us, this is the ultimate benefit. Laura, I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate the time we spent. I hope that it's going to resonate with some of your members, and we're happy to answer any further questions.
Absolutely, and we look forward to staying connected with you, as well as continue to follow up with anyone who may have any additional questions or actually it takes advantage of this opportunity. So thank you so much for watching. Again, please put your comments, watch the replay, and share with others. Tag your favorite male spouse who is an educator or looking for a meaningful career opportunity such as this one. So thank you so much for visiting us today, Andre.
Thank you.